What's up, YouTube? Jeff back from Sammy Guru here, and I'm back in the studio after my trip to New York for the S25 Edge hands-on. If you haven't checked out our S25 Edge content, definitely check that out. Also, if you guys are going to be ordering S25 Edge, you haven't yet, you can tap on the orange banner to get in the mystery box program. Tap on this and go ahead and purchase your device. If you're on a Galaxy phone, it will take you to the Galaxy App Store. I recommend doing it on desktop because it works a lot better. Go back and then fill out your verification form, which you can do up here in the verification tab of the website. Submit the form, which is right here, and we will ship out the boxes. They start shipping on May 29th for Galaxy S25 Edge orders. We also have the Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7 mystery box program. If you guys want to go ahead and sign up there, you can do that as well. Today, we're going to talk about the Samsung Messages application. A lot of you guys have been asking me to talk about Samsung Messages a little bit and get into what's going on with Samsung Messages. And we have some new information finally. There really hasn't been much to report, but Samsung has been working on Samsung Messages in the background, despite earlier this year saying they were getting rid of it. So if you guys don't know the full story and you haven't been following all my videos on this, Samsung said at the beginning of 2025, and actually towards the end of 2024, some of their carrier partners like Verizon said that the Samsung Messages app in the US would cease to work with RCS and that eventually Samsung Messages would be sunset in favor of Google Messages. Now, fast forward to the Galaxy S25 release. The Galaxy S25 series shipped with Google Messages, and I have Google Messages and Samsung Messages right there, both installed, but I use Samsung Messages as my default. Google Messages was the default out of the box. However, when I first got my Galaxy S25 Ultra, I did some digging. The Samsung Messages app was available in the Galaxy Store, which it had not been for a while. And when I download and install it, it told me that I could get RCS, and it did the RCS chat onboarding. And of course, we went through and kind of talked about all of this stuff. If you go into the settings here, you'll see chat settings are there. You've got all of your various chat functionality, read receipts, video quality, default type of message, what to do if the chat isn't delivered. However, there's still a lot of RCS features that are missing from Samsung Messages, like reactions and some of the other rich features. Reactions is a big one, reacting to a message with like an emoji or whatever, a sticker, like you can do on Google Messages. You can also, of course, do on the iPhone with iMessage, and that's not in Samsung Messages. Well, we found like a couple months ago that Samsung was working on some stuff, but only in China for their chat app there, which is different than RCS, but it's kind of like the Chinese version of RCS. And now this report has come out from Android Authority that Samsung is working on building in several new features from Google Messages into Samsung Messages for One UI 8.0, which is crazy. This whole saga is weird. It's like RCS is going away, the app is going away in the US, everybody moved to Google Messages. They were actively telling users, download Google Messages, install it. That's what you need to use now. Then the S25 series comes out, you're able to download Samsung Messages again, even though it's not the default. And clearly it looks like they're not sunsetting it. So what new features are we going to get? Well, birthday reminders, which is a feature available in Google Messages already. Basically, if you have a contact, you get a notification when it's their birthday, so you can send them a message. It'll offer you to send them a message to wish them a happy birthday, kind of like how Facebook and other social platforms have this, like when you're friends with a certain person. Live location sharing, which is a massive feature. I know a lot of people use that with their family. I do use this as well with my wife, and as my kids get older, I imagine I'll probably use this just for their safety. It's obviously if the person wants to do it, share their location with you, but I use it, whenever I'm out to share my location with my wife, just so she knows where I'm at while completing a list of errands. This is going to be there. Share live location with contacts. This is going to be introduced with Google Messages as well with Android 16. Might be some slight differences in the functionality. For Samsung users, this could require a Samsung account, which is kind of a bummer to have that barrier. But of course, Google Messages requires a Google account, so it's not like it's a huge difference there between the two. And it might use the Samsung Find application, which is Samsung's app to find all of your various devices as well, like your smart tags as well, and all of your devices on a map. The final one, which is perhaps the most important one for users, is Samsung Messages will also add support for emoji and sticker reactions, which are already available in Google Messages. Sticker reactions will work like photo emojis, allowing users to react to a message with custom stickers. Meanwhile, Samsung is also enhancing the Now Brief. We already talked about this previously, working to bring functionality to have blocked messages appear. So if you go into settings, you go into your Now Brief, go into Galaxy Eye, scroll down to your Now Brief, you'll see under content to include, you've already got blocked messages listed here. That's going to notify you in the now brief about blocked messages. You might also get some information about suspicious messages as well. So this is great news, obviously, for everybody who loves Samsung Messages. I love it. I prefer it over Google Messages, but there's obviously a couple of features I would like to see them bring. I would really like to see them bring the ability to auto-delete OTP codes. I do have like a little tab up here for my OTPs in Samsung Messages with the categories, but what I don't have is I do not have anything in there that allows me to go through and actually get those OTPs auto-deleted so they free up space that's inside of my inbox. So I'm really excited about this. One UI beta could come out later this month. We've heard accelerated schedule for the beta. One UI 8 beta could be by the end of May. Be testing all of these. I'm trying to install an early build on my phone. I'm gonna try to do it today. Just with the S25 Edge launch, everything kind of got behind because I've been traveling and doing all that stuff. I'll have a short hands-on video of the S25 Edge as well. We did a full write-up of the hands-on. We have tons of coverage. If you guys are interested, check it out. Check out the mystery box program. If you're not getting S25 Edge though, Z Fold 7, Z Flip 7 already open. Also, the Galaxy S26 page will go live very, very early. I know we're 8 months away. People can start signing up for that if they're interested. Appreciate you guys checking out this video. And of course, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.